is October 17th. I was initially scheduled to have surgery this morning, but it had to get rescheduled again because Racine Comprehensive Treatment Center was promised my surgeon that I would have these take-home bottles to bring this morning to surgery. When they called last night, they said I was to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Racine Comprehensive Treatment Center, because they couldn't make good on what they promised the week before when I told them it needed to get rescheduled because they put the work out a day, which conflicted with my surgery yet again. They were made aware that continuing to put out my surgery could lead to a permanent physical disability, and they promised that they would make sure that I had my bottles Wednesday, which was October 16th. They were unable to make good. So when I went in on October 16th, they told me that they were unable to give me my bottles and that I could just show up 15 minutes early and make it real quick to my surgery. Well, 15 minutes early would have been 4:45, which I was there. They forgot to unlock the door, so I still was not allowed in till 5 a.m. with everybody else. There is footage on their cameras of another client walking into the dosing room and harassing me, which they did nothing about. Again, my surgery got rescheduled the night before to November 5th. My counselor should also be caught on camera accusing me of lying about it. Or I'm not October 5th, November 5th, accusing me of lying about it. She straight came to me and said, "Lindsay, your surgery was not rescheduled." And I said, "I highly doubt you would know that, considering it was rescheduled after this clinic closed yesterday and you just opened now. So I know you didn't talk to anybody." And the nurse stopped her. The head nurse, Michelle, stopped her and said, "Lindsay, we'll just call you later." I received no phone call from them today. Now, I'm taking this video because I want you to see these bottles, or I want these bottles documented so you can see that the date that they were dispensed on is the 17th, which is today, October 17th. That's the dispense date. They promised my surgeon, I'm trying to get this to focus, that this would be dispensed on the 16th so I could have my surgery on the morning of the 17th. They did that a week prior, knowing that they would be unable to follow through because it's the state has to approve this, not them. But they like to do everything their own way. So they were thinking they would be able to find a way around it, and they were unable to do that. At first they told me to come in the 16th and bring my bottle for the 16th and they would watch me dose and then give me the bottles. But because the exception specifically stated the 17th, they could not do that. So they came up with that cockamamie plan to have me come in 15 minutes before they opened, which was at 5 a.m. because my surgery was scheduled for 6:30. But then at 3:30 p.m. that day, the day before my surgery, I got a call saying I needed to be there at 5 a.m. So they rescheduled it. First, they talked to the doctor, and I was given the choice to not dose that day, go under the knife, and then when I was admitted the next day, I'd get to dose, and then when I was discharged, I could just go back to the clinic. However, since they were closed, I couldn't call and ask if that would screw up my exception from the state, if that would make me have to wait, because sometimes their policy is if you miss a dosing day, you have to wait until the doctor's there, and the doctor has to approve you to go back on your methadone, with doctors only there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am just trying to stay compliant with Racine Comprehensive Treatment Center and trying to abide by the laws of the state. So I felt I had no choice but to reschedule. Now, had CTC not lied to them and not tried to get around it so they wouldn't be held liable, that wouldn't have happened. Now, like I said, as you can see, this is the first dose. It was dispensed on the 17th. It's meant to be taken on the 18th. Trying to get this. Okay, where is it? Take on the 18th. This is the first dose. They all go in order. Dispensed on the 17th. I'm trying to get this so dispensed on the 17th to be taken on the 19th. This is really hard getting this camera to focus. Can you see that? I can barely see it, so I doubt in a courtroom they'd be able to see the 19th. I mean, we'll try again. I'll take a video of all the take dates too, or a picture of the take dates. Again, dispensed Same day, dispensed on the 17th. You can see these were all dispensed on the same date. Today, the day of my surgery. And the state, there would be a record with the state that my exception was for the 17th to be taken on the 20th. This one would be the same thing, dispensed on the 17th to be taken on the 21st. Or the 22nd. No, that says the 21st. The 22nd should be the next one. Sorry, I'm trying to see. Okay, they were backwards. This one's the 21st. I did say the 22nd. This one's to be taken on the 21st. The other one was said the 22nd. Again, dispensed on the 17th. So I'm going to re-put these in order, as you can see. And then we have one more, which would be the 6th bottle. Dispensed on the 17th. To be taken on the 23rd. So as you can see, they lied to my surgeon to cover their butts so the surgery wouldn't get rescheduled. And then they tried to save their butts at the last minute when they couldn't make good. It didn't work. Their plan backfired. Therefore, the surgery got rescheduled to November 5th. And I was accused of lying to them about this. I'm taking this video and some more photographs of this as evidence to be used in the court of law when I file a lawsuit against either Acadia, which is the corporation that governs comprehensive treatment centers, which Racine Comprehensive Treatment Center is under them. This is a very large corporation. An international corporation, as a matter of fact. And yeah, I just want to take that. I just want to note that. I also want to document that the 17th was the date that their cameras need to be checked so you can see the way they run their clinic. Patients barging into dosing rooms, causing problems, and they allow it. The way they talk to patients, disabled patients. The way I was accused of being told that my surgery wasn't scheduled, even though they never spoke to anybody because they were closed when it got rescheduled and they had just opened. Also, you can see the time that they unlocked the door and let me in. It is not 15 minutes early like they told me to come. And you may even be able to hear the counselor that's opening the door say, yeah, we had a meeting yesterday. Somebody was supposed to leave this door unlocked for you 15 minutes ago. They never did. So there's a lot there. And this isn't just a one-time thing. You know, they have footage of me falling in their facility about 6 weeks ago, but they took all the cameras down out of the dosing rooms the day after that happened. But there should be, about 15 minutes later, there should be a picture or a video outside of the dosing rooms of me falling sideways and yet another patient catching me as I fall. There's also a nurse that witnessed me falling backwards in the dosing room. So they do have witnesses. However, I don't know how much you can trust them because these people clearly lie. And my surgeon can attest to that because they promised that these doses would be given to me on the 16th, not the 17th, which again made my surgery get pushed out for a third time because they will not work with the surgeon or me to get my surgery done. These bars in my leg were supposed to come out 4 weeks ago. They're still in my leg. It's been 6 weeks. I can't walk. I can't leave the house. The only time I leave the house is the one time a week I go to the clinic. It's ridiculous. It's causing trauma. I already have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress syndrome. This is causing my symptoms to flare up. It's bad. It's very bad. The treatment is inhumane at this place. And even before my accident, I was in touch with the state about these things. So that's what I have to say on this video. And I will be saving it, uploading it, and like I said, this is to be used as evidence.